So in the previous lecture we have learnt about the div tag. What it does was it separates the different sections of our source code. For example, the navigation section, the header section, and the content main section, the footer section. So in this lecture we will learn about the semantic tags. Actually, div tag was not giving any meaningful name to that section, but the semantic tags will give the meaningful name to these sections. For example, see, this one was the up to this part. This division was the what? This division was what we call under semantic tags. We call it the nav tag. This is the semantic name, nav, and the header. These are the headers from here. This division part is what? Header, right? And from this division till where? This div part. This is called as main. Till here. This is main tag. We have footer tag also. These are the semantic tags. We have the footer tag also. So let's see the code and rename this div tag with the corresponding semantic tags. First we have this div tag. This is what? This is navigation, nav, and closing nav. After that, this div part is what? The header, right? And the closing header. After that, we have this content part. Content part is called the main semantic tag, main, and the closing main semantic tag is here. So it is the more meaningful. Semantic tags are more meaningful, right? But div tag was not that much more meaningful. So let's run this code. Control S, save it, cancel, Control S, save it, and let's see it in the browser how it's got reflected. Refresh the page. See, no change is there. This does not have any functionality. This semantic tag does not have any functionality. They only have the what we called, these are only for giving the meaningful name, and in CSS we will apply style to the whole section. So this is all about the semantic tags. You can explore more about the semantic tags. Thank you so much.